My beautiful stars, reading time. I hope you guys are all right. I feel this collective, you're feeling a really big disconnect from yourself, so you definitely wouldn't be feeling your usual happy self watching this. So I just want to see, it's kind of a bit of that numb emotion, but I just want to see what's around you affecting your energy like this. And you might not be aware of it, but let's just get this out of the way first to see what's interfering with you. Intuitively, I think you're going through a bit of a reset mode, but let's just confirm what's around your energy. And I just heard then, even if you resonate with the twin flame divine journey, it could be connected to, as we said it, divine masculine. Jeez Louise. You could have energy accessing you and maybe you're just not aware of it, especially if it's been a long time since you've heard from this person. There's definitely some form of divine masculine energy accessed. Literally, what? Oh, these poor collectives. You'd be so frustrated. So because you have this kind of energy accessing you, but you're not aware of it in your physical, you would get examples. So let it be you're on social media and these readings you see about twin flames, you just be pushing them away right now. Because without you knowing intuitively, you know this is, so subconsciously, you don't know it here, you have someone affecting your energy into a state of disconnect and numbness. So you in your physical, you seeing it physically, you'd be pushing it away because subconsciously you know this is affecting you, whoever's seeping in. The right collective, that makes sense, don't make it fit. So if you don't resonate with this journey, if you haven't been doing that, if you're not feeling the disconnect, the numbness, this isn't for you, don't make it fit. But right now you do have a masculine energy really looking in full focus on your socials, past messages, certain photos, social media, spying, lurking. And I'm gonna be honest, I always say anyone that's on the sidelines, background doing this, that's not proper divine masculine strength. It's coming from a wounded place, but there's clearly a reason this has come out. So we're going to have to really break everything down. What's affecting this collective? What's around them energetically, please? Oh, wow. And that's what I feel, you're going through a reset. So if your body is calling you to rest, if your body is calling you to just kind of sit in stillness, but you're that kind of personality type, even if it's your day off, you just, or your body's just wanting to stay in bed, it's like you feel guilt for it, you just want to push. I really feel this collective, you're going through some form of, your higher self is trying to put you in a rest period for a reason. Whenever our vessel is being called or feeling like it's shutting down, we have something quite powerful around the corner that's going to take all of our energy, perseverance, determination. So if they're trying to make you rest but you're fighting it, just watch that, because you could start feeling a bit sick, or if you're not trusting your body, they will make you rest one way or another. So just trust yourself and try not to feel guilt for being still right now. Oh, synchronicities. And again, I don't want to say frustration, but you would be having... Okay, side note for a reason. Anyone that watches me regularly... I always say signs and synchronicities are really for us. So unfortunately, what our brain registers divine masculine to be, you've put a face on it. So every time you see a sign and synchronicity and things aren't moving, after time you start to get really frustrated. Whereas if you really see signs as the universe giving you signs and synchronicities externally is all for you. It's not about wealth. It's not about who's coming. It's about you. Right? And unfortunately, when you've programmed your mind to think, signs are about this person, or it's about abundant flow, or if it's about takeoff season, or you guys start to get really frustrated with signs, and instead of seeing them when they arrive, you start to push them away because you've attached faces or certain things to these signs instead of really understanding the universe. You've got to remember, activation, soul awakening is to find your sovereignty, to really start believing that you are one with the creator, you are one with the world around you. All you need in this world is you. So they're not going to show you signs and synchronicities of gain. They're showing you signs and synchronicities to let you know they're always there, you're never alone. And certain things within you that hold you back emotionally, hold you back from your internal union, your internal yin and yang, that's what they're giving you signs and synchronicities for. But until you guys really allocate your signs just come in as riddles and they start to do your head in. So from there, clearly the universe, our creator, whoever you pray to, whoever you believe you get these synchronicities from, they're trying to show you some important things right now. But I just think the state of this collective, if anything, signs and synchronicities are probably frustrating you right now. But these numbers specifically on this card, which I very rarely notice specifically, 20, 202, 20th of the 2nd, 20th of February, 22, 222, and 24. You could be seeing a lot of these numbers right now. And me personally, I've allocated, when I see 222, 2222, I see that as unexpected blessings and miracles that are approaching your inner soul. Okay. Just as I'm saying signs aren't about external, but I think there is something very unexpected coming for you. That's why they're wanting to put you in this reset and rest and rejuvenation mode. All right, what's around you right now? As we said it. So there is a green light being activated. Do you feel it now? No, you don't. You're feeling frustrated, numb, and disconnected. But there is clearly a sense of urgency around you that you cannot see. Okay. I always say it's really hard because it's the things that are happening in the rooms we're not in that are very, very relevant at times. But because we can't see those rooms, because we're not a fly on the wall, when there's a lot of accelerated energy or your name being spoken in other rooms and you can't see it, but you can feel it, because this collective you clearly can. It's making you feel, but it's just because you can't see what's going on right now. All right, Divine Masculine. Okay, so this energy is clearly very divinely protected. Remember, the question is what's around you that you cannot see. Whoever is connected to your heart space that maybe you've lost belief in, or you're trying to remove, or you're just trying to find stillness and center and not be thinking about the external right now, there's clearly someone around you that is heavily divinely protected, just as you are. Okay. So they're clearly getting divine guidance, or there's something happening with divine timing, even maybe perhaps divine intervention that is really lining this person to you. And I always talk about divine intervention only really appears in our life when, I always say, we choose our vessel, and we, believe it or not, and we choose our abundant timeline in this time around, this lifetime around. And even though, and I don't really like to delve into free will too much because my outlook on free will can really trigger people, but I truly believe everything in this world is fated and destined. Everything is timed to the millisecond. And yes, I do agree with free will on some extent. And I do think that certain decisions and choices can alter our timeline or shift us from the timeline we're meant to be kind of really thriving in this lifetime. So when divine intervention really takes hold, it's because you're that far off your destined timeline that they need to intervene to interlock you again, Or there could be something because of decisions, choices, free will, that has altered you so much. It's now put you on a timeline of maybe an unexpected illness, or even a little bit more, I don't even want to say it, but even a little bit more extreme, that divine intervention has to now jump in and push you back to where you're meant to be, especially if you've gone through an awakening and you've connected to your abundant timeline, right? And I think whoever your masculine energy is connected to you, there's a reason I'm going into so much detail. Maybe it's not just divine timing or something being divinely guided. There could be a bit of divine intervention at play in their life right now, which means this person has drifted so far off their path, has missed so many karmic cycles, that they've had to intervene to realign them. So if they're going through a heavy, numb, disconnected state, and you guys are really a reflected soul, of course you would be feeling that. But I will break it all down. But the divine is definitely around you right now. So even though you're not feeling the best, there is some magic being created in the background. Okay, so this person who's watching, looking, stalking you, lurking, they've ghosted you. Don't make it fit. So maybe that's a bit of their fear. Maybe they're checking in. Let's actually get my purple deck. I'm being called to get that right now. All right, what's going on with this? Oh, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. Try and go with the flow. All right, watching ghosted, this person's energy. You guys could have shared a pregnancy here, so I see this as expectation as well. But if this person really did ghost you and you guys were on the path of, you know, having a child, or I've actually got a few feminine collectives here, you either went through a miscarriage or a termination, and then this person unfortunately took off. I'm asking their emotion towards you right now, and they're thinking about some form of pregnancy here, and again, expectation. Okay, they could be a water sign, you could be, but emotions are running high for them right now. Months, cups in tarot is months. Maybe it's been a few months since this person did the ghost, but this is good. You got yes, but luck is on your side. They could really be building some courage here right now. Hold on. Yeah, you could have lost a pregnancy. And there could be, I saw a cage just then. There could be a bit of entrapment going on in their life. Someone in the middle trying to sabotage this. So if you didn't resonate with you sharing something like this in this connection, I'm going to say it came to my mind, there could be someone trying to create a bit of entrapment here right now. All right, this person could really struggle with certain... I've had so many collectives over a week and a half about addictions and spying behavior. So this person could really struggle with some bad finances right now, certain addictions, gambling problems. I want more for that. Yeah. So you definitely, this is who you were committed to in the past. Do I think they want this from you? Clearly they do. But if they're struggling with bad finances, addictions, when they think of these blockages in their life, it definitely raises their emotion a little bit, that's for sure. Maybe this was also a reason why this person just unfortunately did this. however long ago this was. It's so funny. You literally just got to confirm yes or no. So they're fighting their mind and heart right now. So this is why they're creeping in. They don't know what way. It's that unsent message. So them themselves are feeling disconnected with the decision. So that is clearly why you're feeling disconnected with the decision, or even just yourself. All right, so this is about having a short-lived romance with this person. So it wasn't a long-term connection. Lucky to be maybe 6 months to a year. Okay, don't make it fit. One more. And air sign. You got water and air. There it is. So that's what they'd be fighting their heart and mind with right now. Do I communicate? Do I come forward? For some reason, especially the theme I've had, and I will break it down, I do think this person is struggling with some things right now that unfortunately they're not proud of. But definitely stuck in their mind over communication. I think this person definitely wants to compromise, forgive, work it out. But if they've got a lot of the same qualities that caused destruction here in the past, this would stress them out. Okay. I just want to finish these quickly. Activated. Wow, that's where your reset's coming. This collective, you're not even going to want to hear this. So this is what's around you affecting your energy. This isn't your focus. This is what's around you. So remember the activated, the reset. You've got, they're activating a reunion energy in you. So especially with divines, I talk about separation energy. Unfortunately, when you guys are just sitting in longing and when will this happen, and you're sitting in that separation energy, whatever reset you're going through now, and this would make sense with why you'd be so frustrated hearing about divine, like pushing them away, like we said at the start. They're trying to activate your union energy, not your separation, your union. So they're wanting you to come into internal balance, to shine out that union frequency. Okay. Synchronicities. Yeah, you're so done with this energy. The red flags. I think you're pushing signs away. Signs are really annoying this collective. Don't make it fit. I think you're being hard on yourself too. I always see that chaser as very codependent, a lot of abandonment issues, seeking validation. And I think when you really reflect on maybe some of the effort or consistent effort you've put in connection, maybe you're starting to feel a bit foolish, or I just think you're being really hard on yourself. This collective, you clearly just need to sit in a bit of rest and try and soothe your overthinking mind. Green light. Okay, so a lot of childhood trauma could be surfacing right now. There could be issues going on with your family that you're really avoiding. Maybe you've stopped speaking to your family for a while. I just think this collective, one of your coping mechanisms when things are coming up, you shut down and you tend to isolate. You tend to kind of cut yourself off from the world. So there's definitely things going on when it comes to your sacral right now, and things you've been trying to heal. But this overwhelmed isolation, heaviness, again, this is what's around you. And unfortunately, I don't want to say mistaking it for your own, it's impacting you for a reason, but there could be some things going on in your family that, especially if you've shut yourself off from them, that you're not physically aware of, but subconsciously. Family is tied to our soul. I always talk about soul connections. It's not just this, but your friends, family, you think of them, they turn up, they call, whatever the case, you feel them. And I think there's some things going on with your siblings or parents, and because maybe you're not in communication, you don't realize how heavy their energy is. And again, you're mistaking it for your own a little bit here. And we got blast from the past at the bottom. All right. I want to break all of this down. I just want to confirm your current energy, and then we're going to I'm being called to do a channeled message from the person connected to your soul. Okay. What's going on for this main collective right now? Oh, that's definitely feeling heavy. But you're trying to find balance in your emotion. Okay, your first card's 5 of coins, and I personally see that as one of probably the heaviest emotional cards, because it's not just stressing about... In traditional tarot, he's wearing a cowbell around his neck, and it just makes me see him as feeling really endangered. And I don't think you think you're in danger, but just when it comes to love, life, maybe even financial structure, whatever it is, you're just feeling very kind of... I don't want to say rejected, but this card literally says rejected, turmoil, alienated, harsh conditions, financial ruin, loss, change, breakup. It's like there's so much going on around you, and there's just no wonder you're feeling a little bit of a detachment to the center of yourself right now. But your saving grace, I think you are trying to see this in a clearer perspective. I think you are trying to have compassion towards yourself. But I definitely think there's interference in your energy and you're not even aware of it. Okay, but your intuition and deep feelings are telling you things. But again, because you're so frustrated, I think you're... even though your soul is really telling you what's going on, it's like you're pushing it away. It's like you don't want to believe your intuition. You're mistaking your intuition to your overthinking mind. And again, water sign. There could be someone that's physically, in your physical, really creating some frustration, who's a water sign. Oh. So the past 3 months, this has been trickling in. Whenever they're giving us a powerful reset, or we're preparing for a powerful ascension, a rebirth, it really is a trickle in. So, because they can be very confronting, right? So for the past 3 months, you maybe have been feeling yourself, then feeling off, feeling a bit stuck, then feeling motivated, then lack of it's like it's been trickling in slowly, okay? But they're trying to reveal your subconscious mind right now. There's a new emotional cycle approaching you. Again, do you feel it? No. But seeing clearly, and divine aid. So it's not just coming from or to your person, it's also happening for you right now. Divine aid about certain endings you've had to experience. So the cosmos have really got a hold of you right now, in a beautiful way. And this could really be preparing you for your next 3 months as well. This is good. This is good. So even, and this really confirms that Queen of Cups energy. You try and find your mental strength. You don't want to be in a prison of your own doing mentally. And this is probably why you think pushing things away are more healthy for you, because you don't want to feel like you're losing your power to your emotion, which means you're one strong person. Because what I was feeling was so heavy. So you've clearly been around this roundabout a few times and you're dealing with it differently. It might not feel like you're dealing with it differently, but you've clearly walked through this fire so many times that when this comes over you, very prompt on top of that emotion that's weighing you down. And this is why I tell you guys, periodic assessment. You look back to a year ago when this would come over you, it probably swallowed you whole. But you're so focused on your mental strength, you're like, I need to take my power back. I need to set free from this. I'm not going to be conformed to this. I am not going to sit in these swords I do not need to be in. You're conquering your self-doubt. But I think the sad thing is you're doing it in a place of frustration. I just think you're shutting down, and And you can feel. This is the one gathering all the information. And I don't think this is you right now. I think you're trying to relieve information and gathering things. I think this is what you can feel. But I do think you're trying to have more of an intelligent approach than an emotional approach over what you're feeling. Okay. And side note, you could be getting, you know, intuition to start studying some courses or just developing your, you know, especially whatever it is you do for your field. This card specifies being very communicative. So I do think you, maybe it's not to the people around you, but I do think the way you speak to yourself and your self-talk is a lot more improved than it used to be. All right, let's... Oh, God. It comes over, but you stop. As I said, good self-talk, then negative self-talk came out. So when you're really just in the maybe Eight of Swords upright, and you're seeing life as a little bit of a Five of Pentacles, this is when your Judgment in reverse comes over you. But big detail, you know how to, or you're trying to get yourself out of it. The self-doubt, the unwilling to learn karmic lessons, the negative self-talk. I think you're being really hard on yourself, and I think deep down you know it. I think you're learning your karmic lessons beautifully, but why is my nose so itchy? Is your nose itchy? It's my left nostril. I keep itching it. I think because you've had this emotion come in and out for quite a long time, because you're feeling it again, it's like you're saying to yourself, why am I not learning from this? Remember, you're starting to get frustrated. That reset of reunion in you, it's like you're trying to push it away. So even though you think you're not learning your lesson, you really are. Okay, and again, this is why we need periodic moments of assessment. You're handling a lot better than the last time this influx of emotion came over you. Okay, so that's good. You're questioning your surrender and your patience to the whole situation, and I think when impatience comes over you, and maybe that's why as well, when you're in a clear state, you start to think, is this just coming over me? Because again, I'm not trusting in the universal flow of life. I'm not trusting in my divine timing. Is it my ego's timing and my expectation of how my life should be, how my love should be, how this should be, that's affecting me this way? So again, you are very aware that there are some things that are weighing you down right now that you can remove by just surrendering to it. Maybe this says self-indulgence. I think this collective, you need a bit of self-indulgence. Let it be, you know, pamper yourself a little bit, or just spend some time just focusing on you and the things that really light up your soul. All right, what have they been? Oh, there we go. So they're trying to bring you back into alignment over the past 3 months. So this reset's been creeping in for the past 3 months. So things that have lost momentum, things that have blocked your energy, things that have been on hold, delayed, they're trying to align you. And again, because you can't see it happening, it's just affecting you emotionally in a way that it's making you feel out of alignment, but it's doing the complete opposite. Wow. This is sad because this is in reverse, right? So what you try to do to get your strength back and take your power back and set free. Remember I was saying taking off those glasses, you're like, no, this is broken. This is inauthentic. This is a false sense of security. We are not aligned. You're really trying to push this person out of your heart space. But if that is... Again, I'm just confirming. Is it the right way to approach it? Probably not. But clearly this is happening for this collective for a reason. It's a fire you need to walk through. But when it comes to this person in your heart space, you're seeing it in a Ten of Cups in reverse right now. And you think you're seeing it right. But you think by seeing it this way, it's actually gaining strength for you. If that's what you're feeling, you clearly need to ride the wave of it. giving you strength in an odd way. Yeah, you're sick of the rapid highs, lows, and this and that. So I think you can definitely feel someone seeping in, but it irritates you. It makes you intolerant. We lost that. I just wanted to get one more deck for you, and I said I got this deck the other day. I just wanted to see where this energy was leading you, and we got first card, going places. So you can't feel this reset and the effect that it's having on you in a positive way right now. But number 6, you're leveling up. You're about to increase your wages and status. So that 5 of coins being your first card, release that. Sovereignty. You're taking the reins in your life. Feeling in control. You will be in control soon. You don't feel like it right now, but you will. You're going to have this new drive come over you. And remember right at the start, I said, whenever they're trying to put us in a rest period, a reset period, it's because we're about to really need all of our energy for the next chapter. So don't feel guilt about it. Traveling, adventure, ambitious, focused. You could be wanting to move out, or you've been thinking about that. You could really resonate with being a nomad, a little bit of just forever moving, always switching and changing. Okay, so you could be having a certain stress about, it's funny because I was seeing that cage and entrapment. You could really feel that you could be having intuition, something's going on with the law and your person. This is about traditional values, but I'm just seeing that police hat. Traditional value structure, following the rules, shared beliefs, unity, financial stability, This is actually a very positive card, and we've got yes and yes. You got a double yes here, but that came to my mind so specifically. Maybe you've been really questioning a few things that you don't really have answers for, but I'm seeing this as that Emperor energy, really putting structure and stability into your life. You're about to have some really trusted people enter your energy. Justice is by your side, thoughtful friends or a person, people checking on you there. I think it's more the structure that's about to really come into your life. One more. Oh. 2 more. Inner strength. That lion strength. You're clearly a very strong collective, especially if you resonate with this divine journey. Yes, absolutely. You're about to take charge. Ability to overcome challenges, lasting. There really could be something with law here, because this says about pressing charges and you got lawful here. This card doesn't really speak about the law except this justice. It's more about the value, structure, stability. But then you got this. So if your intuition's been telling you that could be something tied in. I'm about to get into them, but that's important for this collective. But resilience, standing up for what you believe in, strength, not giving up. You're unlike anyone else around you, truth. So this actually says Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. I didn't notice that. Sorry, it's a new deck. So these could be important signs because you've got another Leo here as well. Prosperity, truth, especially with this going places. So you've got 6, 27th of June could be an important date memory. 46, 47, car plate number, house you live in. Feeling safe at home, focusing on your needs, being proud, achievement, appreciating what you have. So more gratitude seeping in soon as well. You're about to big celebrations, getting a pay rise or a promotion. New love will enter very soon. New business ventures, increasing your status. You've got 2 about your status increasing. These 2 here, I think this collective, you've been really onto something intuitively, but because you don't have, it's like you're trying not to assume. Yes, I think there's structure coming into your life that you've been, I don't think you're not a structured person, but all of that chaotic, there's some true stability coming in for you, but I do think there's something, yes, inner strength, But those two together, I think that's more to confirm this collective's intuition with something as well. All right, let's break this person down. All right. I want to start with this. All right, what's this person? What's their true intention towards this collective? What are they looking in? All right, so they're going over a memory right now from February 7th. Don't make it fit. March 19th. Oh, sorry. December 22nd to February 6th, February 7th to March 19th. This would have been an important memory, you guys. Shit. That's good. That's very good. This and the Dark Night of the Soul, good. So they are going through inner healing. I have made and used excuses in order to control or sabotage. So there was something here that they were excusing, they were sabotaging, they're going over something that they know came from a wounded place in them, our connection. But now I realize the only way to heal it is mend, acknowledge, and forgive my past. Their mask. And that's so funny because look at the card. I keep looking at this deck. Their mask. I don't even know why I'm lying to myself about the way I feel about you. I may act as if I don't care, but deep down it's because I care too much, and that makes me happy. And I blocked saying that, so they haven't been honest with themselves when it comes to you and the depth of how much they care. This is the, wow, you got 3 for that. So this memory, all right, since they really are acquiring knowledge, they're at least going into self-reflection. Our connection was very intense and confusing. I'm trying to understand our undeniable bond. You were brought to me to teach me things and to bring awareness to my existence. So you're... Stop it. You got it again. And I felt that in the very first part. So they are seeing you as a twin. Whatever they did here, whatever they did in these months, they're starting to realize inner child healing, acquiring knowledge, twin flame, this person's growing. So at least they're activated, at least they're ascending, at least they're healing. So they really are reflecting on certain behavioral traits, not just with you. If they're becoming self-aware, they'd be seeing their repeated cycles in their life because of their actions. But twin flame number 20. Oh, and magical muse. So now, whatever this was where they put their foot in it, look at how they're like, why? What was I doing? 18, acquiring knowledge. 24, twin flame, magical muse, number 22. They could be born in 98. You could be, I became inspired by your presence. You've inspired them to grow. Your energy and your beauty. Without you, I'm missing my tools for my next masterpiece. Wow. That tick. Very positive energy. Oh my, this is really good. Sorry, I've had some really, I'm not going to lie, some very not the best attached energies to the collective. You got past life love underneath their inner child healing. So because they're finally going through their mask, they're healing, they're now starting to really see you as their divine. They're gaining knowledge. They're inspired by you. They believe in your past life connection. When I'm with you, I feel as if time just stops. It's you and me against. This is their true intention. Hold on. I need to get these. What's their emotion right now? They're still guarded though. Makes sense, they're spying. Cautious, been hurt before. Their guard is coming down. Okay. Hold on, let's get more. But they're a bit suspicious. So maybe they're still questioning this a little bit. So even though their guard's coming down, they're still a little bit suspicious. There's something about their gut feeling. They're still not completely trusting this situation. Something isn't right. They're still a little bit wary, skeptical. So if they're just coming into knowledge of this, it would be very confronting for them. Especially if they're very practical, logical kind of. I think it's more suspicious of this whole journey. I'm going to be honest. They're exhausted. Oh God. And that's what you feel. They're tired, nothing left to give. They feel drained, worn down, weak, running on empty. So this would be, and that's you. You disconnect. You're not feeling like yourself. I think this person's had you on replay. You've got to remember your first two cards, the watching, looking, stalking with that masculine energy. I really do feel this person feels burnt out by their emotion. If they really messed up, and this mask and this memory that we went over just before, and now all of these cards, and even feeling foolish, this could have been quite emotionally, and I find, divines, when you come in, your broken mirrors, I don't want to say emotionally abusive, but it can become very a highly charged connection. How they've played mind games, how they used you, how the silent treatment, the aggressive outbursts. Oh, they're attached. One more. That's clearly tied into this memory. They're shamed. They feel shamed. But they're really impatient right now. So even though they're exhausted and they're still a bit guarded, it's like this person wants to act impulsively. I don't think this person thinks at the moment, yeah, they still need a bit of space. It's like they want to move, but then they stop themselves. They're really worried about, especially if they did have that energy towards you, and wearing this mask and the silent treatment and making you feel abandoned or making you feel blamed for all this. It's confronting emotion to have to face, to take accountability if they're not someone that's used to taking accountability for these things. Their mask, yeah, they want forgiveness, but they're scared. This mask, this deceit, and this memory from December to February, February to March, they feel guilt. They feel shamed. They feel like they've really mucked up here. And if they're watching in on you and you're soaring, I think this person, and that's something they need to overcome, they're really starting to believe in this and go through this. You've got to remember what the universe is activating in you right now. You're going through a reset of reunion energy. Okay, so I'm surprised Dark Night of the Soul didn't come out. It's some heavy stuff. I just want to quickly get these just to confirm. Yeah, they're broken. Their ego. Truth. They're broken about their ego. I feel shattered about this situation. I let my pride get in the way of our connection, but they're fighting their ego now. So this is why they're so... It's so that these love pops were beautiful, but then when you get their deep emotion and feeling, there's a lot of... I'm going to say the word kind of embarrassment. Like if they're worried they're going to be shamed, they feel shameful themselves. Now they're starting to, I see your side of the story, where for so long they didn't, they blamed you. So it's just starting to set into them what's third party. They could have chosen someone else over you and this connection. There were other things that got in the way of us being together, but that's why they're reflecting on their ego and understanding. I don't think they were taking accountability for the decisions that they made. Broken. That's why you can feel them. Confirms your very first two cards. I'm always longing for you. So you're always on their mind right now. Hope. I haven't given up on us yet, but this is breaking them. They probably question if you have given up on them. How they underappreciated you because of their ego. So for so long, they probably felt like you underappreciated them. This is what they would tell their mind. But now they're starting to realize, holy moly, like, what have I done? I didn't show this person enough appreciation. Understanding, I don't want to run anymore. So it's sad because they didn't see your side of the story, and this is why they were running. But now that they're starting to understand your side of the story, I don't want to run anymore. The disagreements, blame game, they were playing victim here. But I wish you understood how I felt. So I think for so long, again, they were blinded. They couldn't understand how you felt, but they just wanted you to understand why they were doing the things they were doing. Sad. But this third party, I just heard yesterday's reading. Oh my God, that was a terrible reading. They clearly made a decision that now they're reflecting and they feel unsatisfied. So they've got regret there were other things that got in the way. Whatever they chose, they're not feeling satisfied with. And I am going to say the same thing because I said it yesterday for that masculine. You just want to hope, like, these were really beautiful. These were beautiful, but if the universe is guarding this, and as I was speaking to yesterday's collective, as soon as I saw this unsatisfied came out and then soul tie and irreplaceable, and I said to that collective, do you just think this person is your soul tie and irreplaceable because now you're unsatisfied in life? And yesterday's collective was a true runner. And I said, if you're just unsatisfied and you're an escapist, a runner, you're not soothing your environment right now. You're escaping to what makes you feel good, because that's a runner's tendency. And I'm going to say it because it came up in my mind for this energy. You just want to hope that this person's not just thinking, and I will say this is a different energy to yesterday. It's not the same energy, but it came to my mind very clearly. This is clearly something that would not be able to be rushed. I always say until someone really heals these tendencies, it's going to carry out their whole life. So you want to make sure this collective, you see change in that. Hold on, I want to get the universe's perspective quickly now that I saw that unsatisfied. Because this could just be this person, like these could just be this person really now thinking this, but let's see if the universe agrees. That's one of come out. Oh my, sorry. 132 cards, only one twin flame. That's your second card. But as soon as I saw that, I was about to say that's good. That's loyalty. That's trust, support, soulmate, dependable, faithful companion with twin flame. You guys could have shared a puppy. This is the universe's perspective. Okay. Definitely felt a completely different energy from yesterday, but I just wanted to make it clear because that's a little bit of an alarm bell there. Okay, the unsatisfied with the third party. But that's really beautiful. 18th of the 10th, 18th of October could be an important memory or birthday. 11/11. Holy moly! So they really are resetting you into... Okay, so you just got yes, bringing into action. The time has come. New beginnings, a fresh start, excitement, setting goals, intentions, a surprise. Coming alive, growth, a new cycle, fertility. But there is still things in the dark here a little bit. Moon energy. I'm going to be honest, this isn't... this person's coming right now. Like, this isn't that energy of this is more coming to clarify what's going on around you energetically. What this person's going through, that shows how genuine this is, right? So these cards, how genuine that is. But their emotion, you can see it's still not balanced. This collective, whatever you're doing, you just have to keep focusing on you. They're resetting your energy right now. I'm not saying this is coming in the next couple days, but clearly when your new cycle begins, your new karmic cycle, this is part of it. So this is coming in for your next 2-year cycle. Okay, so it's not long. But this isn't about, oh, this is coming right now. This is more just to understand what you're feeling. You need to watch the whole thing. Just watch the whole reading. Yeah, just focus on you. The right collective, you're on social media. You're about to be put in the spotlight. Fame, internet fame, expanding, social media, internet exposure. There is some big things coming in your next cycle, this collective, and you could see it with these cards. I always say our 2-year karmic cycle, at the start of it, this is when we get our blessings. People that spiritually awaken, those cycles kind of feel on pause because you're going through so much karmic clearing of energy. I always say our karmic clearing, our purple curtains, not just this lifetime, but so many before. So you guys kind of stay on pause. It's like you don't get those blessings like the rest of the 85% of the population do until you're really starting to find balance and you can really make permanence in those blessings. And I feel for this collective, you've clearly gone through quite a few 2-year karmic cycles without having that, influx come in. Your next cycle is life-changing. It's powerful. Let's just get 2 more. Hierophant. So he's my ritualist, but I always say he's like, I know Emperor he's more of our earthly divine masculine. I see our Hierophant as our spiritual divine masculine, but with the divine feminine next to it. Trust your intuition right now. It's sad. You've gone through so much. You're not trusting yourself anymore. And it's okay. It's a phase you need to go through, but he's also my card of marriages and commitment and foundation. Okay. And there it is, the world. Your new cycle's about to begin. Let's get one more. Romance, fantasy, recognition, affection, sensuality, divine feminine energy. And we've got I'm pretty sure it's the full moon last night. Tonight, everything will become unstuck. Just when it's meant to, was never not there. It was just in limbo. Inspiration, spirituality, intuition, your psychic abilities, your dreams, enlightenment. Just trust. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I just want to see what this person wants to say to you. Let's get our 20 cards. You are very special to me, and I'm planning on taking action to prove how important you really are in my life. Not long, my angels. This one is not long. I know I don't tell you enough, but I think you're absolutely amazing inside and out. This is what they're starting to realize, though. They haven't told you because they haven't had moments to actually sit and think about it. They've been avoiding you like the plague. Will you find it in your heart to forgive me after all this time? After what they've done? There's something here in those months that we spoke, they're going over and they feel so much shame for. I'm afraid you will not give me a second chance. Our love story will inspire others and will help change the world. So they really do believe in this journey. That's magic. Oh, this one's not good. I don't like the caution ones. These emotions I have for you are so intense and it causes me to run. I'm just not ready just yet, but it's coming. Okay, you were very special to me. I'll be taking action, da-da-da. But that confirms what we just said. This isn't about a timing. This is just to make you believe and focus on you. Okay? I'm not going to allow my fear to get in the way of our love anymore. I don't want to lose you again. So they will overcome it. But right now, the intensity, it makes them shut down. And they're so suspicious about this whole journey. They're still gathering information. Just how when you guys activate, you guys can't get off the divine twin flame information. You learn everything. You're like sponges. Let them go through the same thing. Okay? just watch this whole reading, because this reading was to come to you to make you understand why your energy is being affected, okay? Like why you're feeling this disconnect and this emptiness. So if anything, it should really kind of put understanding in you of what they're really going through internally. So let's not focus on them, just focus on you. Body's calling you to rest, okay? Just do the things that make you happy right now. My insecurities stop me from pursuing you. So it's their self-confidence. I'm getting the help I need so we can be together in a healthy way. They could be getting therapy, counseling, spiritually getting mentored, whatever the case. You've changed me. I see the light and I'm listening to my higher self. I will return home to you. So they want to come home. Oh God. Another one. I have abandonment issues. All divines, you've got a lot of trauma issues. And I've been let down by every single person I've ever allowed close to me. This is what scares them, and this is why they did what they did. Will you find it in your heart to forgive me after all this time? I'm afraid you won't give. So remember I said the memory they're going over. They treated you the way they treated you, unfortunately, because they were so scared of getting hurt. Is it valid? No, but this is why you guys go through the healing you have to go through. We've all done stupid shit we're not proud of. I read your messages, but I am sure that's what I felt right at the start. If it's not your socials, they're rereading, they're going over things right now with a fine-tooth comb. I read your messages, but I'm unsure on how to respond, so I just stay quiet. This is also what they've got regret of because of their abandonment. They weren't ready to voice them, but this is what they're starting to realize, though, through whatever help they're getting. That's good. I believe we are meant to build an empire together, hand in hand. Love that. So that's good. That's such a twinny energy. One more. Two more. Another caution one. I've lied to you about being single, and I'm going to say, and I wasn't unable to break free from a karmic situation, no matter how much I really did love you. So they were bound by karmic things, and I always say that happens with you twinnies. I believe we will be together again, and that helps me stay positive. Do you believe in us the way I do? So they're questioning now. Do you feel what they feel? And that's okay. That's their process. Again, to confirm, this isn't about this person banging down your door right now. This is to let you know your energy is getting affected for a far greater reason than you're wanting to believe right now. Okay. I'm just going to get these. I'm not going to get tarot for you guys to see what's coming next. That's something you just need to let unfold. But my amethyst just fell. But I just want to see what the universe wants you to focus on energetically. Union. You are my true love, my heart and my soul. Try and find a centered place, a place of mission. Our mission is to be unconditional love, and I think this is why this collective's so fed up. You're having to go through your spot of frustration. I do think you'll find your center again and activate that unconditional understanding soon, but just ride the wave. But the universe is really saying you're losing belief right now, and I get it for this collective. You can see the frustration, but they're saying just remember what your mission here on earth is. True divines, you're meant to teach unconditional love to this condemnment, a world that's forgotten the power of love. Clearing our programming is a necessary part of opening our hearts. So you're just going through another reset. Trust. They're saying you're telepathically connected, so just you're feeling them so much right now. You know what I say with this for people, don't be like, oh, I can hear them in my mind if they're not in the same room. I always say that's really dangerous for the mind. But the universe is saying you are connected, so just be careful how you're speaking to yourself or internally about this connection right now. One of us is sad or angry and it's creating an energetic match. You're both feeding each other's sadness right now. Frequency with one another. Stay cautious of this if possible and try to help elevate it when you're ready. I've never felt a love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring but very overwhelming. And that's what's happening to this person, and unfortunately it's affecting you. Timing and intentions. Please don't give up on me. I'm trying to change, but it takes time. It's not about not feeling what you're feeling. It's just sad, the self-talk that you're saying. This collective, you just feel crazy. You feel like it was all just one big fat delusion, one big fat cloud of illusion. And it's just sad. But it's something you need to go through right now. But just maybe save this part, and when you're ready to just kind of release the frustration, maybe come back and just watch this part, okay, and start affirming these things in your soul. Karmic ties need to be released. It's part of the twin journey, all your karmic energy from so many lifetimes. I can't fully be there for you as long as someone else is in my life. I know it's hard for you, but I have to go through this experience in order to heal it. Trust. I'd long ago shut down those parts of whoever this person is in this person's life. I don't think, because this is about them being guarded and not letting anyone in. So it could be more of a situationship. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be karmic work obligations. Whatever it is, there's karmic energy that was tied to your initial story that needs to be severed. Doesn't mean that they've shut themselves down. Love or not, there would be a lot of comparison right now with you and whoever this person, people are. Parts of me that wanted love and romance and intimacy. And the fact that these came together, I think it's a lot deeper than maybe, oh, it's just someone else. I think these karmic energies have been in your person's life for a very long time. Romance and intimacy, but you make me long for those things again. One more. You got 555, huge transformation. 555, you got 5555, you got 4 5s. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's sexual, other times I visualize us together. One more. So what karmic interference do you have in your life that you need to sever right now as well, or heal? I feel abandoned and I often feel like others let me down. So they're saying don't focus on. You both go through this. You both clearly have had really severe abandonment trauma and right at the start, the right collective, I think you're shutting down from your family right now. So if that's something that needs to be healed in that life, maybe you might want to focus on healing that in your life. There's something karmically tied to both of you you're reflecting. Remember, that's what the universe is wanting you to focus on. Let's see what's angels around your connection. Angel of intuition and inner peace, but you're trying to fight your intuition right now. I think that's clairsentient, sorry. Aromatherapy, calm emotion, gentle touch. Patron of empaths and intuition. I send waves of fragrant harmony and peace into your heart to clear your sentient channels to God. Peaceful resolution on its way. This has started from maybe around June time. Angel of hail, fire and spellbinding. Protection, wards off evil, liberating the truth, power to bind and unbind. I will cover you with fiery wings to protect you and make you immune to any kind of evil that comes your way. Okay, several months. So this could still take a few months here. 2 and 35, but you're protected. Okay. And you've got the harmonic healing, your 5th chakra, melody, clairaudience, creative expression and poetry. I help you tune into the frequency of source through vibration in music, singing and poetry. Maybe you've really been called to, or maybe you really connect to music. Turquoise, within days, something's going to start altering in you, and better communication, especially towards yourself. The keeper of the Akashic records. So how many lives you've had together. No wonder you've got this. They're protecting you from not just evil energy from this lifetime, but things that have kept you spellbound in other lifetimes. Balance, peace, meditate, according to plan, divine order. They've got divine order for both of you right now. Sacred knowledge, research. I bring balance, order, and justice to those who ask, who desire to follow our Creator's plan for their lives. Aquamarine in 2 weeks, getting more information. There's so many different timing things. I think this has started since June. for both of you. Okay, you for the past 3 months, this collective, watch the whole thing. Things have been shifting from separation to union frequency without you knowing. Okay, right now you're feeling so down and disconnected, and so I was thinking it's this person. There could be energy around you that they're really protecting you right now. You need to trust. Okay, you need to start believing your intuition instead of fighting it and feeling crazy. They're activating your past life connection right now. And not just you two, but past lives that you've shared. So your dream state would be very vivid. Maybe you're having dreams and you just, or maybe you just did a past life regression. Whatever the case, this is around you right now. Okay, they're trying to reinstill your belief, I think. And then the angel of music. I think music soothes this collective. Maybe you've been pushing music away. Maybe it brings up too much. Listen to hertz. Listen to frequency. 17, 19, 22, and 35. Write all those numbers down. Okay. That whole reading resonated. There's some charmies. You got this. It's not a lost cause. It's being saved. Okay. You could wear a St. Jude pendant. Windfall. Blessings. Your next cycle is going to be powerful. This isn't my building block pyrite. It's my windfall pyrite. Ducks. You have memory with ducks, but trust your intuition. This could be a sign for you for when this is about to appear. Trust in divine. There's divine intervention, divine aid in both of your lives right now. Flowers. Maybe you've got a memory of flowers with this person. G, J, N, L, H, and C, and then a gold love heart. Perfect time. So you didn't just get the divine intervention, you got divine timing charm. Okay, I know it's full moon energy right now, but this could arrive on a full moon. That could be your cycle, and you both have a beautiful pearl within. Purple candles. Maybe you work with candles, but magic all around you. All right. Important dates, memories, birthdays, angel numbers. 5-5 again. 5-5-5 is important, but then you've got 6-5-4 here as well. 3-4-5-6 consecutive numbers. 11th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 11th, 11th of the 5th, 5th of the 11th. 6-6 portal energy. 5-5-6-6. 10th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 10th, 16th of the 8th. 24th of the 3rd, or 2nd of the 4th, 4th of the 2nd, and then 11 by itself, 11. All right, my loves, I love you guys, and have a good day.